Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. Hey, Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. Hello, my beautiful Libras, and welcome to your reading, general reading. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I really appreciate you guys. If any of you would like to book a personal reading, to purchase anything, or to become a member, or anything like that, any questions, all info is down below in the description box, okay? So my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Libras, I don't have my cards with me. So today, this is going to be like channeled messages. I'm also thinking about doing questions for people and giving guidance based on my intuition. So if any of you like are interested in like joining a live, and like if you have any questions that you want like advice on, so obviously not questions that like oh, will so and so come back to me, okay, because that's a bit too direct. It more like you know, this is my situation, what is your advice on how I should move forward, type of thing. So I'm going to be doing questions like Q&As and things like that in regards to people's like situations, specifically around relationships and stuff, but anything of that nature. So if you guys are interested, like let me know, and then like I'll put in the community tab like when I'm going to be on live, and then I can talk to you guys, okay? So today it's going to be downloads, so if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm so sorry. I just realized I didn't have my cards, and I was like, fuck. But I've been having a lot of downloads, okay? So the first I kept on hearing all week is it's going down basement, okay? I think that is a Nicki Minaj line. I'm not 100% sure, but I kept on hearing it's going down basement, it's going down basement. So for some of you, let's get the basement thing out the way. Some of you may have a basement, or you could live in a basement flat, but there's something about going underneath or looking underneath something, or you have to look for something in a basement, like something could be hidden, okay? So that could be very significant if some of you do have a basement. If you don't, I'm getting that something is going down in the sense that like once something happens, there's no coming back from it, okay? So somebody could be going down in a legal sense, or there could be something that's about to kick off, okay? But something is going down, okay? I just heard 6 feet under as well, so there could be a potential death, my condolences, okay? Or there is an ending to a specific situation, okay? I also kept on hearing murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote, murder, she wrote. I don't know if any of you know that song, or if you've seen the TV show, because it's a TV, I think it's a British program as well as a song. Okay, so somebody here could be an author, okay? You could be inspired by crimes. Maybe you're journaling specific things that have happened to you, okay? I'm also getting that somebody is wishing death on you. Like, I keep on getting the energy of death, guys. I'm sorry to say, but I really do. But I'm getting it's just endings and completions, or just transformation. So this is not to like to place fear in your heart, like there's nothing for you to be afraid of, okay? But I'm getting that, but I kept on hearing murder, she wrote, murder, she wrote. So for some of you, it's either you watch that TV show, you could be listening to that song, or there's something very significant when it comes to something. So I'm getting like the demise of somebody, okay? That's just what I keep on hearing. So again, that could be very significant. It does not have to be, okay? I'm getting as well that for some of you, you're very, very gifted in the sense that like you could actually be like a detective. Maybe that is your profession, but if it's not your profession, I'm getting that you have the skills of like a professional detective. You're even better. So there could be somebody. Purpose, what are you doing? Sorry, the cat has come on the table. Just why? Just why? Why are you doing that, Scruff? Sorry about that. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm getting that they're like, for example, say you have like a friend and they work with the police, or they could be a lawyer or something. They may like, or you know someone that works within the criminal justice system. I just had criminology degree as well, so for some of you could be studying that, but somebody thinks that you would be really, really good at helping to solve cases, even though you don't have qualifications. So I'm getting that somebody may want to recruit you. So like, I'm trying to give a scenario. Say you're like with a friend, right? Like I said, say your friend is a police officer. They have a case going on, and they're not allowed to tell you about the case, but there may be like a conversation that you have that helps the person to solve something that they've been trying to solve for a very long time. And they'd be like, wow, like you've actually helped me like figure something out without trying to. So they might like suggest for you to kind of go down that path because you have the right skills. I'm also getting that somebody may want to pay you to be a private investigator. Okay, somebody just feels like you got the skills, or this could be you. Okay, I'm also hearing something about plays and theaters. So for some of you, you could be a performer of some kind. Okay, you could be an actress, or that's something that you want to do. Or if you get a role, the role is going to be in like some type of it's going to be revolved around crime and like the justice system, okay, which is very fitting for you guys as your Libras. Okay, some of you could just be watching a lot of series like to do with crimes and sorry, 1 second, guys. Could you just make a decision, please? Sorry, people. When I'm here, there's like the cats like to surround me when I'm doing shit, and it's just annoying. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm also getting something about rainbows as well. So for some of you, you may actually see like a real rainbow. Okay, if you see a rainbow in the sky, that is definitely confirmation that your angels, your ancestors, or the spiritual realm is communicating with you. Okay, especially if somebody has recently passed over, that's their way of letting you know that like they have received your they've heard your communication. So for some of you, like, you could pray to people, okay, sending them prayers or sending your loved ones, you know, you want to know, are my prayers being answered, or are my can they hear me, are my petitions being heard, you know, are my wishes being granted, like, are they watching over me? It's confirmation to say yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm also getting that for some of you, you may have a decision that you need to make, and you could be worried about like the outcome of something. Something is definitely going to go in your favor, but it causes something. You have to be brave and to just be confident that something is going to turn out to the best of its ability. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I just heard something about Trump as well, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm not American, but you know, Trump, the president, is he your president? I don't know, but it's something very significant about him. So maybe you're, you know, talking about him, researching him or something like that. Okay. I'm also getting as well, like, something about politics. Okay. So something is going to get very political or very controversial. Okay, so you could be a part of a discussion, a part of a debate. I'm also getting something about jury duty or jury service. So for some of you, you may be requested to go on jury service. So you may actually be like get to witness or be a part of like a case or something. Okay, but I'm getting a lot to do with like crime. So maybe you're either going to witness a crime, be a part of a crime, or commit a crime. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing if anybody has committed any crimes, they are not going to get away with it, especially if it's a crime against you. Okay, whether it's like spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever type of crime it is, someone is not going to get away with something. Okay. I'm also hearing something about money as well. So for some of you, compensation, you're going to be compensated in some type of way or reimbursed. I'm also hearing everything I spend comes back to me times 10. So if you have to spend any type of money, do not be worried about it. It will come back to you. Okay, everything is about having faith and trust in the universe. Okay, also being charitable. I think I mentioned that in your last reading about giving. Okay, to people if they need it, you know, if somebody's asking for something. And also when you are being charitable, to like, if you're not actually giving donations or giving people money, when it's like people on the street, I would say try to cater to their like health needs in terms of like nourishment. Like, have you eaten? Like, would you like me to get you food or drink, rather than just giving people like money? Because even though, you know, you're doing something out of the kindness of your heart, you're not responsible for what somebody does with your blessing. Still, do you know what I mean? It's better to try and support someone's needs in a way where it's, you know, that they're gonna be safer. Do you know what I mean? So for example, like the other day, I think this was 2 days ago, I was going to Tesco's, and then there was a guy that came up to me, and I didn't have any change because I don't ever carry change. I always have my card with me, right? And then so this guy came up to me and he was like, oh, please, can you? And before he said anything, I said, if you're going to ask me for change, I don't have any change. I'm like, just being honest with you. And he said, no, I wasn't going to ask you for money. I was going to ask if you could get me something. And I was like, okay. And I asked him what he wanted. And I went and I bought him like a Red Bull. And then when I went in my pocket, I actually found change. So I gave him the change once I went to get him, you know, the drink that he wanted, you know. because he wasn't coming to me to ask me for money. He genuinely like was really thirsty or whatnot, so I gave him like change anyway. Okay, but yeah, I'm hearing something about being charitable. I'm also getting that your people are going to really give to you. Okay, so you could be getting so yeah, compensation. So you could be getting compensated for, it could be anything. This could be like, for example, say for some of you, you may have had an installation, like, you know, when you change different providers, like let's use Sky as for an example, cable, right? You may have had an appointment where they had to come and fit in your Sky, but then it was delayed for months. Okay, so you may be compensated for all the months that you had to wait for that installation to be finished. Okay, or you know, you may get like a check or something from the government. I'm getting something about tax rebate or something that was owed to you from a very long time ago that you didn't know. I'm also getting something about inheritance as well. Okay, I'm also getting like empress treatment, like for real. So things that you've wanted like from a very long time ago, things that you kind of maybe couldn't afford or you just didn't ever dream of getting or having, you're gonna get those. Okay, and it's gonna be a thing where like people are just gonna give to you, like, what do you want? What do you want, Libra? How do you want it done? 1111, just as I said that. Oh, so you could be manifesting. You're manifesting. So I'm getting all your wants, all your wishes, all your desires, all the things that you have been working towards. Okay, 1122, as I said, that is coming to you. But I'm just getting blessings from nowhere. But it's something that you're not expecting. It's something that you're not even asking for. I'm also getting something about moving as well. For some of you, you may want to move, or you're thinking about whether or not it's right for you to move from your current area. Okay, you may have an opportunity to kind of move and go wherever you want, maybe very unexpected, and you're just thinking about whether or not you want to take that step. Okay, 1 second, guys. Come on then, say hello. Say hello, Shy, because you're always here. Say hello, look at the camera. Are you shy? I'm also getting something about protection as well. There's somebody that's very protective over you. For some of you, you could have spirit animals, familiars as we call them. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Shy. Scruffy, do you want to say hello too? She's literally sitting behind the phone staring at me. Do you want to say hello? Come, Baba. Do you want to say hello? No, she's like, I would prefer to be behind the scenes. So that could be an omen. So something about being behind the scenes. Okay, somebody's trying to hide, or they don't want to show themselves, or they don't want to show their face, or somebody could be protecting you from behind the scenes, like you have no idea. Okay, so you could be worried about something, you're not sure how something is going to go about or whatnot, but you're being protected from behind the scenes. So just don't worry. I'm hearing like your ancestors have got your back, your spirit guides have got your back. You may also find that like animals are like very drawn to you, even if you're not like an animal person. It's their way of protecting you. Also, there could be like a spirit that has entered an animal to try and communicate with you. Okay, so just pay attention and just be, you know, wary of that. Okay, so yeah, but I'm getting like a lot of money or unexpected money or a lot of fortune, or things are just going to be flowing to you. Also, that is an indication that you have been doing the right things. Okay, 1 second. Where is she going? That is an indication and a confirmation that you've been doing the right things, you've been making the right decisions. Okay, when it comes to a situation, is when you get unexpected blessings. And I'm just getting that a lot of people are going to be very, very nice to you. Okay, very sensitive when it comes to you know, your feelings, your emotions, your input. Like I'm getting that you're going to be feeling valued and vindicated. Okay, so yes, there was another download that I had. Oh, friends, be very careful of people around you and who you decide to divulge and share information with, because I do feel like there is a lot of people around you that kind of like, they're only like talking to you because they want to know your business, or they want to know an outcome of a situation. Like I'm getting that people don't really have your back. So there could be like people that are suggesting to help with something, or they're suggesting to, you know, be of support, of service of some kind. But then when it actually, it's almost like calling someone's bluff. Like when it comes down to actually supporting you, being of service to you, 1441, as I said that, It's almost like everything that somebody said that they were going to do, or they were going to help with, or they were going to support with, or that they were going to assist with, they no longer can. Like, they'll make up an excuse as to why they can't do it. Do you know what I mean? And it's because they never wanted to do it in the first place. It's like, you know, like when people they're just being polite. Like, they don't expect you to actually like say, yeah, you know what, I'd really love it if you could help me with this, or do you know what, I'd really love it if you could da-da-da. Like, somebody was not expecting you to call their bluff, basically. So you're going to know who your true friends are, especially like when you're going through certain things, or like you really need help and you really need assistance. It's like, don't offer to help me if you're not going to help me. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of you could be going through like serious things, and there's no time for games, there's no time for playing about. It's just like, do you know what I mean? Like, don't offer your services, or don't offer to help, or don't offer to do anything or bring anything to my attention if you're not willing to go the full mile. Okay? So you may start to draw away from people, or just be very careful what it is that you're going to tell people or not tell them, just because you're starting to realize that people don't really have your best interests at heart. Okay, some people could be taking advantage of the fact that you're in a vulnerable situation, or you have a vulnerable mindset. Okay, because I feel like with you, Libra, if you were to offer to help someone with something, sorry, I don't know, like, you just don't know. I don't know about this color with this texture, but I like it. I do. But yeah. But anyway, because my hair's been black for so long, I'm like, oh, you know, when I see red. But oh god, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so just be careful of who you're friends with, who you decide to divulge information to. Okay, yeah. I'm also getting, as well, as I always say in all of your readings, like, when I mean your intuition is on point, Libra, I cannot express to you how on point and how accurate you actually are. I feel like a lot of people fear how intuitive you are. So people deliberately try to scramble your senses. They deliberately try to make you feel like you know, that you're crazy, because people don't want you to... Are you going out or not? Okay. People don't... Sorry, they come in and out. People don't want you to realize how powerful you are. You already know how powerful you are, but people don't want you... Listen, stop feffing about. Spice, are you coming in, Spicy? Cha, I have time for it. Oh, sorry guys. People want you to think... People don't want you to realize how powerful your fucking mind is. So they're going to want to confuse you. They're going to want to try and make you feel like you're crazy and all of these things, because you're so on point, it's fucking scary. So people want you to feel like you're crazy, so that you don't trust your instincts, you don't trust your energy, you don't trust your inner self, you don't trust your own mind. You think that it's paranoia. It's not fucking paranoia. You're on point like a good joint. Okay, period. Okay. Okay. I'm also getting like happy times as well. I'm getting that your confidence is coming back, Libra. So maybe your confidence and your self-esteem was a bit low, but I'm getting that that's coming back. Okay. I'm also getting that you don't see yourself the way that other people see you. So for some of you, you could be suffering from like body dysmorphia. Okay. So you just have no idea like how attractive you are, or how you know, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like you just feel some type of way, or you have been feeling like that. If this is not you, this could be somebody else around you. So maybe you're telling someone like, no, you're this, you're that, like, don't worry about it. Like, why do you feel that way? I feel like you just have not been feeling yourself, Libra, okay? There could have been something that you went through that's really kind of knocked your confidence. But you will rise above that, okay? What else, Libra? What else? But yeah, I'm getting something about friends. Just be very careful. I just feel like you need to really like, I don't want to say, I'm going to say isolate. 1919, man. An ending is coming. A harsh one. Just saw 1919. You could be seeing that number. I'm not saying to isolate yourself completely. So like, if someone reaches out to you, or if you're someone that like meets up with friends and things like that, you can still go and be around people, but just be careful with what it is that you say. Okay. Like if somebody asks you something, just say everything's fine. Even if something is not fine, just say everything's fine, because you just don't know the motive behind why someone is actually asking you. Okay, or like I said, for some of you, you may call someone's bluff who's offered to to help you in some type of way, and when it comes down to it, this person is not helping, or they're finding all kinds of reasons as to why them can't help or no. Then it's like, well, why the fuck did you advise me or offer your services in the first place? You know what I mean? Don't you hate that? Anyway. What else, Libra? That's all I got for that. So those were all like the thoughts and the downloads that I was getting. Okay, I just heard keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I just heard that. I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's what I just heard. So that could be something that you're doing. So there could be someone that you know is a frenemy. They're not like a real friend, but you're not allowing them to know. So you know that saying, like, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, or some shit like that. You're onto someone. You know that someone is not to be trusted. You know that someone doesn't have your best interest at heart, but you're not going to tell the person that you know. Okay, you may just be trying to find clever ways to support what it is that you're feeling or saying. Okay, you're just finding a clever way of how to, like, you know what I mean, like get around something or try to figure out somebody's characteristics without telling them that you know. So I'm getting that you're really clever, Libra. Like, you're so fucking smart. People just really underestimate you. They underestimate you because, again, like Libras, you know, people think they're vain. They will beauty and Venusian energy, you know, because you're very loving, caring, and compassionate. People take all of those qualities as a weakness. But you are a true mastermind, Libra. Like, you really, really are. And I feel like you kind of need to understand that about yourself. You need to recognize that about yourself, and you need to appreciate those qualities within yourself. You're not ditzy. Like, people think that you're ditzy or that you're dumb or that you just don't there's just certain things that you don't know. People don't know what you research. And it's not even about your qualifications, what you study to what you didn't study. You know, this is like, intelligence comes on all different spectrums. Okay, but somebody just they just don't know you, or people just really don't know you. Okay, and there is nothing for you to prove, Libra. Like, you don't have to try to prove to anybody that you're on point about shit, that you know what the fuck you're talking about, how smart or intelligent you are. The proof will be in the pudding. 22, as I said that, my nigga. Okay, people are gonna realize, you know what, Libra's not to be fucked with. Period. So that's what I'm getting. I'm just getting that you're unfuckwithable on so many different aspects, but your mind power is what is truly is the real kind of weapon. I'm getting your mind is like a weapon. Okay, I feel like you can, like, your words are like I want to say deafening. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much power in your words. It's almost like someone's like, ah, when you speak, even if you're not being loud. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a vibration that carries in your words that attacks people mentally. So this is why people will try to make you feel crazy, or, you know what I mean? People don't want you to believe in your intuition because people are afraid. They're afraid of what you know and how you know. Okay, because, you know, a lot of people, they feel 23, as I said that, they feel like if you don't have proof or if you don't have evidence, you can't prove what I'm doing. Now, in the court or justice system, yes, because everything is based on evidence. 23, 33, as I said that, right? You could be seeing threes a lot, okay, or twos and threes. Yes, when it comes to the courts or a justice system, evidence is crucial, you know. Everything else is substantial. Like, if you got some type of evidence, especially if it's like forensic DNA, we're good to go. But you need to be able to prove something beyond reasonable doubt. Now, when it comes to spirituality and psychic, you know, psychic abilities and things like that, all the clairs, that's all about believing and trusting in the unknown. Okay, and so, you know, you get people like that, especially people who are like earthy or got earth sign placements, like Taurian energy. Like, if they don't see the proof, they're not going to believe you. Okay, but there's people around you that know that, like, your mind is the proof. You don't. So some of you, you know, you may know how to, like, astral project, astral travel. So your mind can take you to places, or you'll get dreams about certain things. Like, if you want to know something, you'll get a psychic type of premonition that will give you the answer. And so this is why people are afraid of you, because they're like, are you a private detective? Like, what are you? How did you know that this happened when you wasn't there? Like, you could tell someone the time, the place, the colors, what was going on, but you have no proof of how, you just know. And that's what the scary thing is when it comes to people. They're just like, how the fuck does Libra know that? Like, how the fuck did, like, Libra, was you there? Have you been spying on me? So you may get that a lot. Like, people always asking if you're spying on them. You're just like, no, because you need to spy, okay? Because you don't have the psychic abilities that I do. Because this is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like a lot of people around you, that's what they do. They spy on people. They stalk people. They do so many different things so that they can gain information about a particular person. But you don't have to do that. You could be all up in your house and you know everything. And someone's like, how the fuck do you know? Like, I don't ever see you doing anything or going anywhere. How do you know that I'm not leaving my house? Like, what are you doing? Okay, I mean, let's just start there. How do you know that I don't know? Unless you're watching me. You know what I mean? Because you watch people with your third eye. Just period. So I feel like you are you're going to be the reason as to why people kind of change their beliefs or change their life. Just period. Okay, like, you are the reason, Libra. I'm also getting that you are one to not be messed with, but also to never be forgotten. Like, somebody is never going to forget you, regardless of whether they want to or not. Okay, because, you know, you're the element of air. In the tarot, the air is represented by swords, okay? So, you know, thoughts, communication. So, and obviously, you know, you rule justice and the law, karma or whatnot, consequence. So whenever anybody fucks with you, especially in like a really bad way where you really don't deserve it, like they fuck with the Empress energy, man or woman watching this, it doesn't matter. Their consequence is going to be that of justice through the justice system, through law, or mentally, or all of the above. So you're going to act as torture for someone, okay, because you rule the swords. You know, if you ruled money and possessions and you were an earth element, if somebody was to fuck with you, that's what would get affected, their money, their stability, okay? But it depends on your placement. So with me, like, I'm half air, half earth. So I do find that, like, anytime people receive karma, who've like been fucking with me, I find that their stability gets fucked up, their money or their finances get fucked up, or they get severe karma, like in terms of like maybe they get in trouble with the police or the law, or you know, or they're mentally or psychologically very, very damaged. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of like certain things happen to them that kind of are parallel to like my placements in my chart. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially because I have Aquarius in my 7th house. So Aquarius is all about being like, you know, freedom and humanity and being rebellious. So if someone kind of fucks with me and fucks with my 7th house, a lot of the times they lose their freedom, okay? Because it's like, you know, that's what's in my house. So sometimes you'll know how you can affect somebody by what placements you have and also what placements they have, if you know the placements of the person. If you don't, then you know what I mean. But your chart can actually tell you your karma and your fortune and all that. But I'm talking about when somebody fucks with you, okay? But yeah, but I'm getting that you're very prophetic, Libras, and I'm getting that like the final warning is over, okay? So a lot of people could have been warned, like, not to mess with you, not to misjudge you, not to play with you. You could have also warned certain people, but it's over. There are no more warnings. There are no more chances. Something has come to an end, and, you know, just period, point blank. Okay, I thought someone was coming downstairs. So yeah, so that's kind of all I'm getting for now. I'm also getting just happiness. I just heard tears. So you could be crying, someone else could be crying. This could be tears of joy. Somebody could also be very sad, okay? But I'm getting that it's important and it's imperative that you keep your vibration high, whatever you need to do in order to do that, Libra. Okay, if you have to have some alone time, do that. If you have to spend time with people in order to raise your vibration, do that. If you have to work on something, do that. Okay, but make sure that you are keeping yourself, you know, because the higher your vibration goes, the lower other people's vibration goes who are trying to fuck with you. Okay, and you are here to create balance and to maintain balance, which means that you have to maintain the balance within yourself, okay? But I'm just getting that things are really brightening up. I mean, the sun You know, it's so like sunny today. And like my mum was even saying that like it looks like spring outside. And I was like, I don't see no blossoms or anything like that. But it's just like the weather, like, you know, the sun, even though it's cold. Okay. So yeah, I think I can hear somebody coming. So I'm just thinking of if I want to continue with the downloads. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know. So this could also be an omen as well. You may feel like you have to kind of, how can I say, like you don't necessarily have any privacy. So you may feel like you're being watched, or you feel like you have to be careful with what you say and how you say it based on who's around you. Okay. So yeah, I also just had a new job opportunity as well. So for some of you, you could be getting a new job, or you could be elevating in your current position. Okay, you could be getting a raise of some kind, like, you know, or a bonus. Okay, or there's some type of perks or benefits that you're getting when it comes to some type of job that you're doing. Okay, or I'm hearing a job well done. So this could just be you're just doing a good job when it comes to life. So for some of you, like if you're not working, or you're unemployed, or like you're like a housewife or something like that, you're going to be getting some type of support in some type of other way. Okay, or maybe you're going to think about doing some like a home business or something like that. Okay, yeah. But 31 1 3 I just saw, so I'm getting 3s and 1s, 2s and 3s, 1s and 4s. Look out for those numbers, look out for those synchronicities. Okay, but sorry, I can hear something upstairs. There's another Libra in the house. Okay. Okay, for some of you, you could 31 33, just as I said that. For some of you, another Libra could be very significant. You could be dealing with another Libra as well. Okay, I also feel like the Libra that you're dealing with or that's around you is like very different to you. Okay, but it's like two sides of the same coin. So they represent different aspects of Libra. Okay, because you do know like there's 3 different decans of Libra, and they're all ruled by different planets. I think the first decan is ruled by Venus, the second is Uranus. The third decan of Libra, I think, is ruled by Mercury. So it depends on when you're born. So I think I'm ruled by Uranus. So you may find that like if your birthday is I think from the 10th. No. Is it from the 2nd up until the 13th? I can't remember. Like, you astrologists will know. But the second decan of Libra, I think, don't quote me on this, is ruled by Uranus. So if you're under that decan, you may find that you're very you could be rebellious, but you appreciate your own individuality and freedom. Like, you do not like to be like other people, to be compared to other people. You're very Venusian, but you're not, because the ruler in itself is Venus, but obviously there's different attributes. So it's like the second decan of Libra is like an Aquarian Libra. Okay, so think about the qualities of Aquarius, and then basically it's kind of like Venus with a splash of Uranian energy. Okay, so that's how you express like yourself. So like I said, you could be somebody who really values your freedom, or you like to you could be very innovative, very scientific, like you're just, you know what I mean? You're not like the typical kind of like, oh my god, nails, lashes, hair, like beauty, luxury, blah blah blah. That's like, you're not superficial, like you think beyond superficiality. Okay, yeah, and you could be a bit more I want to say brave, or a bit more you're not afraid to kind of like stand up for justice and things like that, compared to like somebody who's the first decan, which is very Venusian. Like very, very, like people who are the first decan, they tend to be like those are the ones that don't want to like tread on anybody's toes. Like they could be a bit of a people pleaser, you know what I mean? They don't want to ruffle feathers, because, you know, everything is like peace and balance and whatnot. But either way, just being a Libra, you represent all of those attributes anyway. or if you are like a stellium. So with me, I'm a Libra stellium, so I exude like all of the attributes, like the Mercury side, the Uranian side, and the Venusian side, because I've got like 5 Libra placements. Do you know what I mean? So that could be like you. Do you know what I mean? But either way, it doesn't matter. You know, everything, there's all different aspects and elements of our chart really kind of define our character and who we are, like in different ways. Not every Libra is the same, not every Aquarius is the same, not every Gemini is the same. Do you know what I mean? I'm also getting, for some of you, you could be an air trine, so you could be all of the placements. You could have all the placements in your first 3, like your sun, moon, and your rising. Okay, or you could be an air trine or an earth trine. I'm getting somebody here has a trine in their chart, or they have multiple trines. Okay, so you are very gifted, very special, and you're very powerful. Okay, but yeah, just need to remember how powerful you are, Libra, and express yourself in whatever way that you want. Don't allow anybody to dim your light, to shut you up, to tell you what you can and can't do. Okay, and to tell you what is right and wrong, because if anybody knows what the fuck is right and wrong, it's the motherfucking Libra. I always say that, like, you know, imagine that you are the judge and like life is like your courthouse, and people come into the court and they disrespect you, or they lie to you, or they lie under oath. Okay, but you know the truth. And I'm getting as well, all somebody needed to do was be honest with you. I feel like you're surrounded by a lot of liars, Libra. There's people or a particular person, you know, they have an incapability of being honest, and their lies are really going to cost them. Because you know what, one thing I've noticed, you know, like people who lie, right, you know, like when someone lies in your face and you already know, like you will ask somebody a question that you already know the answer to see how they're going to lie. And they may lie to you because they think that you don't have the proof, you don't have the evidence. You may not, it doesn't matter. You want to see how someone lies to you. And it's a thing where people will say like the reason that they lied about something is because they're afraid of your reaction. But it's not, people don't react in a melodramatic or overdramatic way, or just whatever way. People don't overreact to a situation because of what was done. It's the lie is what people react to, because it's like when someone's lying to you, you have given them multiple opportunities to tell you the truth. And it's like when someone's lying to you and you know 100, 1,010% that they're lying, now you're analyzing, okay, this is how they look when they lie. This is what they say. So then now you're thinking about all the other times that you may have suspected that they've lied to you about something. And then you start analyzing everything else. And then, you know what I mean? It's like you're angry or you're upset or you're triggered by so many other things, to the point where it's not even what they did that is bothering you. It's how they covered it up. Do you understand what I mean? It's the audacity of somebody like 37, as I said that. It's the audacity of somebody insulting your intelligence. Like someone thinks that you're a dickhead, that you're stupid. Like you really thought I was a dickhead. You really thought I was stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I feel like. I feel like people have had multiple chances to be honest with you, multiple chances to treat you right, multiple chances to just leave you the fuck alone. And I feel like Libra is like, you trigger people because you're honest, you're accurate, and you're precise. And also because you know when somebody else is not. Do you know what I mean? And people hate that about you. Like, we're thinking, why are Libras so hated? Why are people so jealous of Libras? Because you can figure people out without needing to know the, without having to be there, without having to have the proof, without having to have the evidence. And also, it's your discipline. It's your discipline that people are jealous of, because they know that if you were in the same situation as them, you wouldn't have done what they did. And you know what I mean? So it's the guilt, it's the shame. But don't listen to the whole like, oh, I was afraid of how you was going to react. No, because people always have a choice. And, you know, when somebody lies to you, a lie has to be maintained. It has to be continued. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So somebody is choosing to keep up with a lie and adding something else on and adding something else, rather than just letting you know how it is from the get-go. You know what I mean? You could have just said such and such when I first asked you, and then I would have been like, okay, like, I'm now pissed the fuck off because you have lied. It's not even about what you did. It's about the fact that you do you understand what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? And also, I feel like as well, like a lot of people, they want your trust, they want your loyalty, they want everything from you, but all the things that people want from you or expecting of you they're not willing to give that back to you themselves. And I think that's also what the disrespect is, like, or what the principle of the whole thing is. Just like, you want honesty, loyalty, and truth and all of that from me, but when it comes to you, I can't get the same thing. And if you were to do the same thing, their reaction would be like, off with your head. But you're the Queen of Swords, or King if you're a man watching this, so you grant the off with their head, not the other way around. You understand? So, always remember your power, Libra. Sometimes your scales may be but it's up to you to be like, it's up to you, like I said before, to maintain your balance, not to allow somebody to keep you off balance. We all fall, but you have to come back up. You understand me? But I'm getting that there's people around you that keep fucking with you or keep trying to mess with you, and they've fallen, and I'm telling you, they're not getting back up. So like I said, this could be death, or it could be a complete transformation, okay? So back to it's going down basement. Something is going down and it's not coming back up. Just period. And like I said, I feel like people or a particular person have had many opportunities to leave you the fuck alone, or to be honest with you, or to just treat you correctly. And I feel like, you also make people realize certain things about themselves that they don't like, because you point things out, or because people realize that when they do deal with you in a certain type of way, karma comes. And so then it kind of like helps them to recognize that their behavior is not right. Because some people, they do some dumb shit, and in their mind they don't feel like it's that bad, or they have excuses as to why they behave like that. Oh, well, when I was a child, this and that happened to me. Okay, well, now you're an adult, and if you know that you've been affected as a child, then that's up to you to go and get some type of, or seek some type of professional help, or do certain things to stop you from doing certain tendencies or habits, or behavioral patterns that you have learned from having to deal with certain things as a child. Hurt people, as I like to say, or as people say. So how about, healed people heal people? You know what I mean? So if you want to heal, or you don't want to go around and perpetuate the same hurt that was bestowed upon you, that's up to you to go and say, do you know what? Someone was a bastard to me like 10 years ago when I was a child, and I'm noticing that I'm being a bastard to other people that don't deserve it. Why am I doing that? Okay, if you know that that's something that you do, that's a good sign, because it means that you're able to recognize it. So you're not on the so you're possibly a sociopath, but you're not on the psychopath. Just before you get there, you're like, oh, okay, hold on a minute. Before I turn into a full-blown narcissist, let me recognize that this behavioral pattern is not right. How can I stop myself from doing this? How can I train myself, and not give in to certain impulses and reactions and things like that? And if you know that that's how you are, then you need to isolate yourself from certain people. Do you know what I mean? I need to leave that person alone. I need to leave Libra alone, because every time I'm around Libra, I want to hurt Libra. And I don't know why. Libra hasn't done anything to me, but Libra brings out this energy. But it's not Libra's fault. Because that's what a lot of people do, or abusers do. They try to make you feel like it's your fault. It's your fault that this happened to you, because you responded like this, because no. It's them. And, people have to take accountability for their own behavior, and they have to put in the work and do the work in order to change it. And I feel like that's what you're able to do, Libra. And that's one of the reasons why you're hated. Because you know what's right and you know what's wrong. You understand cause and effect and consequence. Other people think that they're above cosmic law. Because, when somebody does something and they keep getting away with it, they're like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep doing it. I keep getting away with it, so obviously it's not wrong. Well, if it's not wrong, why are you hiding it then? Why are you lying about it? Let's just start there. But once you have to cover up something, and you have to hide something and keep something from somebody or from people, then you know that you shouldn't be doing it, or you know that it's not right. Period. Pine blanca, te blanco. Okay. So people are going to be held accountable for their actions. And you don't have to feel guilty about it. I'm also getting, whatever somebody's karma is, Libra, you don't have to feel guilty about it. I feel like you don't as well. If this was you like back in the day, or before you have healed or whatnot, because when you really sit down and really analyze a situation, and you kind of take your emotions out of it, you're just like, okay, yeah, no, this is fair. And this is what we're about, fair and being just. And when you've been a decent person, a kind person, a loving person, a compromising person, all the good things, you've ticked all the boxes, Libra. Whatever happens to other people, that's for them business. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may have to initiate the karma, but you are karma within itself. And this is the thing that people need to understand when they're dealing with Libras. Like, I keep saying it to people because it's like, you know, 44, as I said that, like, people act like they're not hearing. You know what I mean? People want to battle with you and they want to like prove you right and wrong and compete and all of this stuff. There is no competition when you're dealing with the law, just period, point blank. And Libras are the law reincarnated. Period, point blank, blank. You, whether you want to believe it or not, but like, it is what the fuck it is. Okay? Okay. You don't allow your emotions to rule you. You think about things logically. Yeah, you have the emotions there because you are balanced. So you have the beauty of the best of both worlds, as like what I like to say. Other people don't. They can't control themselves. They can't stop themselves from doing things. That's not your problem. As long as they don't be doing shit to you. And if they do shit to you, they're going to have to answer to the higher up. Just period. And obviously, I'm not talking about low vibrational Libras. You know, if the low vibrational Libras and they're doing some dumb shit, then you need to sort yourself out. I'm talking about the high vibrational Libras that are not doing anything to people. And the actions that people project onto them are not warranted. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you could be walking down the road and you could say like, oh, good morning to someone or grand rising. And they're like, fuck you. And you're like, what? Like, okay. Did I deserve that? I just told you good morning. Like, what the fuck? And you know, one thing I have noticed, right, is that mean people, stuck up people, they tend to get like the best treatment. When you're nice, like, people really take the piss. And I don't get it. I'm like, why is it that like bitchy people are the ones that people tend to like respect and gravitate towards, and the nice people take advantage of? Like, I just don't get that. I don't get the mental. I mean, I get it, I understand it, but I still don't at the same time. I don't understand why someone could look at someone and be like, yeah, I'm gonna prey on you because you're a nice person and you're you know, you're naive, or at least so they think. So I'm gonna prey on you and like use you. Like, how do you sleep at night? Do you know what I mean? But let me tell you, some people, they're not gonna be sleeping. Nightmares. Insomnia. How do you say that? You know what I'm saying? When you can't go to sleep. Torment. Uncomfortability. Literally. That's what's going to happen. Some people, they can't sleep at night because they've gone too far, Libra. They've gone too far. Okay. Oh, shit, nigga, shit. Okay, I feel like I need to go because I've been on here for a long time. Because I need to go and make some macaroni and cheese, darling. Yes, honey, yes, for the Sunday dinner. And So I'm going to leave it at that, darling. But I hope this channeled reading done you well. And hopefully in the next video, I will have my cards, okay? And then we can get the cards out and see what Spirit wants to tell us, okay? But toodles for now.